way, Jose.
Red Hot Gotti, come subscribe, come subscribe, come subscribe, come subscribe.
No way.
Honestly, I think this Iron Man movie is really bad. I think it's the worst of the trilogy. This is probably one of the worst Marvel movies in general. Many people have said this, but really I wanted to rewatch this for Christmas and just, because I remember seeing parts of it, especially like the final battle between Killian and Tony, but I don't remember the whole movie. Now I've seen it, and it's wow, it's really bad. Like, it's just as bad as I would have remembered. Like, honestly, hearing people talk about this movie, it's like, oh, it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen, the worst in the MCU. I'm just like it can't be that bad, right? It must at least be decent. No, this is garbage. Like, Tony's a terrible person in this. He literally gets his whole house blown up because of his ego, and then the Mandarin actually goes after him, and it's just like. And then he's gonna have like paparazzi and stuff like that after him as well. People trying to catch some pictures and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's crazy to me. Like, he's really that stupid. And then he gets Pepper involved. He gets that one kid involved. He gets Rhodes involved, like Rhodey. It's just like, and he gets Happy almost killed because of his dumb crap. Now, you could say Happy was just in the right place, or wrong place, wrong time kind of thing. And then he got injured, which I didn't think he would get injured that badly. I don't remember that from this film. But apparently he did, and he was out the whole movie, which, I mean, good, because he didn't have to witness the bullcrap that Tony was doing this entire movie. That's great. Yeah, but I didn't expect that. Rhodey also wasn't in this movie that much, but he was very relevant. Towards like the third act, which was really, really bad as well. But yeah, he did his thing in this movie. I'll give him that. I just wish he actually got an Iron Man suit during it, or at least like a War Machine suit. Like I would have liked it so that Rhodey could at least, like, I don't know, maybe he could have given him some sort of like remote control like gauntlet, like and given it to Rhodey so that he could use one of the suits. I don't know, because he was like. He wasn't even useless. Like, Rhodey is a good character in this, but still, it's just like, that was frustrating. And then, you had the whole thing with like Killian and stuff like that. I guess I'll just jump right into that. He's basically Syndrome, to be honest. Like, it's just bootleg Syndrome, just done worse. It's ridiculous. They copy it like almost like exactly how they do it in The Incredibles. It's like he starts off like let me just break it down. It's like, at first he starts off as like this nerdy, just like weird, kid. Well, he's not really a kid. He's like still a grown man, but like this weird person. And then he gets disrespected by the main character, and then he just goes on this huge he just starts getting really angry, and then he goes on this revenge quest, basically. And then later on in the movie, he actually meets the main character, and they have a little monologue. And he literally, in Incredibles, they were making fun of these monologues, and they do it in this movie. It's ridiculous. Like, they did not learn. Oh my god, this is stupid. This movie is really stupid. I think the whole idea behind the powers of the extremists, however they want to pronounce it, is interesting. I don't think it was fleshed out enough, so I don't really care about it. It's just basically fire powers, or lava powers, whatever you want to call it. I think it's interesting, but it kind of reminds me of the Amazing Spider-Man, how the Lizard basically, like Kurt Connors, right, or Dr. Connors, or whatever you want to call him, he essentially wanted the same thing. He wanted some sort of like his invention, his science invention. He actually got it from someone else. He got it from Peter, the main character. But he wanted to use that to regrow his arm, which is actually some of the motivations of some of the characters in this movie, especially like the president's. Well, no. The president wasn't necessarily, that wasn't his motivation, but technically, the president's daughter also had a lost limb, and I think some other characters as well, some other like civilians and stuff. So it kind of reminded me of that, of the Amazing Spider-Man one. Overall, this movie is really bad. It basically destroys every single character except Rhodey. Pepper's pretty good, and Happy necessarily, he's not destroyed technically. He's not in the film really. So yeah, like 3 out of 10. Yeah, this is terrible. Worst Iron Man movie, one of the worst MCU movies. My god.
Jose.
Red Hot Gotti, come subscribe, come subscribe. Come subscribe, like,